Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. First and 10, it's Palmer. And incomplete to open things up. Darius Hayward-Bay, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
A first carry for Amir Abdullah. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And a couple of big boys up front defensively, and in that 4-3, those D tackles so vital.
Extremely vital. I love how you described that because if they control things up front, often it's over the guard. Sometimes they slide and make it over the center.
The big fella, 20. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 62 yards. First down, Abdullah. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in the old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than ever before.
On second down, here's Palmer. Caught here by Conley. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
On 3rd down, Palmer. And McDonald here over the middle. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the first down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. They're going to run it with Abdullah. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. They come up in an offset eye. First carry for Thomas Rawls. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Play action. It's McNair. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
3rd down. Here's Rawls. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
For those who watch the game and want to question the courage of the guys who play on the corner, How about when you see a toss sweep coming your way, yet you still go into the backfield, get past the blockers, and make the tackle? That's big league.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind and try to put together another drive.
Yeah, simple.
Palmer's hit, fumble. He loses the football. But it looked like a Jaguar was able to cover this thing, and so Jacksonville will keep control.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball. It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball, and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Now Palmer on 3rd and long. And incomplete as the screen there unsuccessful. So now 4th down coming up. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back deep is Emmanuel Sanders.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
Yeah, Sanders now to return. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. 2nd quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers. They'll hand to Rawls. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. Reggie Nelson, the free safety, in on the stop.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
On 2nd down, McNair. On the right side, caught by Green. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. They run with a power back, Rawls. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
They come out here in the eye. Back to the ground on 1st. Again, it's Rawls. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now McNair. Left side here to Sanders. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Rolling to his left, over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. Third down here.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Here's McNair. Sanders has it over the middle. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little wrap yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Out of the gun, it's McNair. Drops this off to Tomlinson, complete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space.
And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit from the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. In the red zone this time.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
They'll run for it here. This is Prosh, the fullback. And he'll get nothing out of that one. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Here we go with Rawls. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
This is a question of who wants it more. Easy to get stuck behind all the big bodies, but you've got to find a space and fight forward for the first down.
They stay on the ground. Rawls again. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And now it's 2nd and goal. Pitch goes to Rawls. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Here we go.
From the gun, here's McNair. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Emmanuel Sanders as the first half is winding down. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. The Jaguars getting set to go. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
They go back to the air here after the INT. Screenplay, Johnson. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half. It's Palmer. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take... So this guy's just sitting there, right? He's got like 30 hot dogs in front of him. And... What's that? Apparently we're back. Okay, so Larry's halftime show got cut off. Sorry, we were doing story time here in the booth. We are ready, though, for the third quarter. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
On second down, McNair. On the left side, it's McDonald. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Time running out here on the play clock. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play. NFL teams last year a little under 50% on fourth down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. They're going to try and throw. He's got Fuller. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. So nursing a slim lead, and that is the opposite of protecting that slim lead.
All I can think here is that head coach, he knows more about what's going on with his team than we do. He must know something's up. Either he has trouble with his punter, right? He's worried about his defense. There's an explanation in there that we're going to ask for after the game, because in this situation, I wouldn't have done that in normal circumstances, but maybe he thought my best opportunity is with my offense.
Yeah, interesting. Back in their own territory. Now we'll see what transpires. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They go with a duel again. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
All right, Brandon, you know me as well as anyone. You know I don't usually advocate abandoning things during a game, but here we are in the second half. I think it's time to change things up. Let the running game go a little bit, Let's get to the passing game, and if you still want to get in the hands of the runner, maybe you swing it to him, throw it to him a little bit, try it that way.
An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver from 10 yards out. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Ndamukong Suh. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. The play clock's running down. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. So offense moving a little too slow there, could not get set, and they get the penalty. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. McNair to throw. Sanders has it over the middle. It'll be a gain of 24 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Back now at beautiful new U.S. Bank Stadium. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long.
Here we go.
Play action. It's McNair. And they hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
So 3rd and 15 and an extra defensive back. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ndamukong Suh in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Here we go. Band 38. Ohio.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's Brian Anger now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. What a spin. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. This one hits at the one, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. Tie game here. Time starting to run down. The defense really needs to try and keep this game tied, see if they can get the ball back for the offense. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go!
From the gun, here's McNair. And McDonald here over the middle. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about...
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Well, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage, so as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball...
And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. To throw, McNair. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. 5 yards is the pickup. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They give it to Rawls. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On the dive, here's the fullback Prosh. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This will be from 53 for the win. And his kick is absolutely perfect. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium. That's